Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is a reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. This reading covers the period from December 12th, when we had the full moon in Gemini, to January 10th, the full moon in Cancer. I just want to apologize for getting these videos out a little bit late. As some of you might know, I live between two countries, the United States, and then I'm in the Caribbean. Just sort of getting here and getting settled in, and also the internet situation is just causing my videos to take longer to upload and that sort of thing. So I just want to apologize for these being late, but do remember these videos are from 12:12 until 1:10 when we had the full moon in Gemini, all the way until the full moon in Cancer. So yeah, so I just wanted to give you that. I also wanted to apologize in advance for any crazy noises you might hear. It's really hot in here, so I have a fan on, but I also have the window open, and you might hear roosters going crazy. You might hear motorcycles, dogs, cats, like, the whole gamut, announcements and that sort of thing. So I'll try to avoid as many interruptions as possible, but, then that's life down here, so we have to be a little bit more chill. So anyway, I'll go ahead and get into a little bit of information about this Gemini full moon. It's also known as the December full cold moon, and it's going to highlight a ton of information that you didn't have before. And thanks to Mercury, the planet of communication, moving from guarded Scorpio to outgoing Sagittarius, you'll be more inclined to share these thoughts and these downloads that you're receiving. Every Gemini full moon brings tidal waves of information and demands that our eyes be open, our minds be inquiring and receptive, and our ears be ready. So this full moon is going to magnify internal and external dialogues, and also going to be spreading messages far and wide. But remember, they're going to be all types of messages. So you're going to have to really decipher, like, which ones are true, which ones aren't true. Remember, Gemini is like very, very chatty. So you're going to get messages that are true, that are half-truths, that are false. Okay, so it's really important that you ground yourself and you do a little bit of introspection while you're receiving this information. This full moon spread, I'm going to pull 7 cards, 8 including the bottom of the deck energy card. And then I'm going to follow it with some oracle cards, so additional messages from Spirit. And this full moon spread is meant to provide you the messages that you need to hear about how to not only manifest for your highest good, but also what you need to release, or what stands in your way of manifesting for your highest good. Now, for those of you that follow my channel, I do new moon readings for individual signs, and then I do full moon readings for each sign. And new moons are a time to set your intentions, write them down, speak them out loud, and full moon readings are a time to either watch them come into fruition or try to see like what it is you need to release that's blocking you from manifesting for your highest good. Okay, so sorry about the long intro there, you guys. Leo, let's go ahead and get into this reading. While I'm doing the shuffling, I'm just going to ask that you guys go ahead and you give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment, and share at the end of the video if that's something that you like to do. And don't forget to ring that bell, the notification bell, if you want to get any notifications about when I upload new information. All right, so Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Okay, what messages, Spirit, ancestors, spirit guides, loved ones who have passed, does Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, what do they need to hear for this Gemini full moon? Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, what messages do they need to hear for this Gemini full moon reading? Messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for this Gemini full moon reading. You guys are lucky because the rooster was kicking off like crazy for the Aries reading. Now that I said that, I probably just jinxed it. Okay. All right, your overall energy here is the Prince of Wands. Interesting, because this is fire energy. The Prince of Wands is somebody who is very powerfully and passionately approaching some sort of new situation. They might be feeling like they have a lot of confidence. They rely on their gut feelings. They rely on their ability to react. They rely on their ability to lead as well. And they feel really confident that even if they haven't completely prepared for the task at hand, that they'll be able to do it. All right, so it's really nice, powerful energy. The only sort of warning with the Prince of Wands is kind of like, make sure that you have a plan B in place. Also make sure that you've done prep, that you have prepared, because the Prince of Wands can really crumble when he comes up against obstacles or any issues, that he wasn't quite prepared for. He can lose his confidence, if he doesn't have a plan B, or if he's not prepared for what's coming his way. Underneath that, we do have the Three of Wands. So this is you in a pursuit of expansion and growth. It could be financial, it could be health, it could be in a love relationship, it could mean a lot of things. But underneath that, we have the Three of Cups, which is pretty awesome because this is all about celebration. I can't help but notice these two people here. So it could be in a love relationship. It could just be any sort of partnership, or you and your higher self. We also have the Nine of Swords in reverse, which brings us back to the Eight of Swords. Just be really careful that you don't lose your momentum, and that you're not sort of getting in your own way. So just try to prepare as much as possible. Okay, because it looks like there is some sort of reunion coming. It looks like there's some sort of balance that's needed. Okay, it could be like you're balancing, you've got a side hustle and you're balancing that with your regular job, or maybe you're balancing two people, two ideas, two projects, something like that. But balance will be really important for you for like moving forward. But I get you're really passionate about what you're doing. You're super psyched to start a new adventure. You're willing to be diplomatic and fair throughout this whole thing. Okay, so Leo, this is you. I love this Ace of Swords. Already Spirit saying there's a huge blessing coming your way. You have had an aha moment. You've had a thought. You're moving in a new direction. Prince of Wands, he wants a new adventure. He's up for it. He's ready for it. You've seen it either in a dream or in meditation. Again, this tells me I'm getting a message. Archangel Michael is also here. He's going to defend you on this journey and defend you in your truth. And that's how you're feeling too. Like, this is something I need to do. It's like you're answering this higher calling, whatever it is. Maybe it's, ending a relationship and starting a new one. Maybe it's moving. Maybe it's, a job. It could be many different things. Or it could be a new spiritual path. But this is like, I'm getting really strong that, your angels, your ancestors, your loved ones who have passed, especially Archangel Michael in the background, cutting out any of your obstacles, because this is meant for you, whatever this was, Leo. Okay. Now, the way people see you is the Chariot. That's awesome, because the Chariot is here. We see this balance coming through again with this white horse and this black horse. It's blending two opposites. All right, and he's using all of his strength and his experience and his courage, and he's really poised while he's managing this crazy chariot that's on this really bumpy road. He's coming out, he's doing something, he's departing from safe zone. Okay, he's departing from the castle, so he knows he's going to run into, like thieves and crazy situations and this and that, but he doesn't care. He's armed. He's got his bow and his arrow. He's definitely, these two beasts want to go in two different directions, these two horses, but he's not allowing them to. He's using his strength and his will to do it. And I get I'm also getting this image for some of you might identify with or reading or might be reading about or watching Joan of Arc. And that's like really resonating with you. Okay, so I'm also getting Leo here, some like really strong feminine energy, and just sort of standing in your truth. You've had this aha moment. You're like, this is the direction I need to go in, and I'm doing it come hell or high water. Okay, Leo, so really interesting. What's blocking you here? We do have the Tower, and the Tower is, it came out in the reverse, so it's still kind of like you're holding on to something that no longer serves you, or even though you're like, yes, I need to do this, I'm gung-ho, I'm ready, I'm doing it, there's still something that's holding you back. There's still something from the past that's not allowing you to fully charge full speed ahead, and only you guys are going to know what that is. I do see, like tower here, and I'm getting that whatever you're leaving behind, whether it be a relationship, whether it be your parents' home, whether it be the place where you live, whether it's a job, whether it's a spiritual journey, you're still kind of attached to that. And Spirit says, it's time. It doesn't mean you burn your bridges, okay? It's not saying to burn your bridges, but it is time to let go, Leo, of something that's holding you back. And that will be different for each and every one of you. Okay, but look at this. We have the Fool coming out. What do you need to do to overcome obstacles? You need to go for it. You need to take that risk, and what's holding you back is you're not quite ready and willing to bring this tower down, whatever that was, or move out or take that step. And Spirit is saying, take that step. Take that step. You can do it. It's all going to work out in your favor. This seems like a really huge risk for you, but remember, underneath that, you're going to meet new people. You're going to see only personal growth and expansion. And remember, underneath that, we have the 9 of Swords in reverse, which takes us to the 8 of Swords. You're the only one stopping you. Whatever it is you're kind of afraid to let go of, it doesn't mean you let go of it forever. Or if you move out of your parents' house, I'm just getting, for some of you that maybe one or two of you that's the issue. It doesn't mean you can never go back. Right? It just means you're on the path to growth. There's so many infinite possibilities for you. For some of you, you are moving away, or maybe you are hesitant about taking a job that's abroad or in a different state. And Spirit's saying, take the risk. It's going to be really great for you. And I think you know that. And then you need to stand in your truth and in the truth of that, because it's all going to work out in your favor, Leo. Okay? Now, what you can do within to achieve your goals and your desires, 6 of Pentacles. Look, we saw that, the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. This is bringing about balance. This is all about, balance out your life, balance your finances. I get that you're ready to go. I get that you see this as a really great opportunity. Okay, but there is some sort of planning here. I get that also maybe whatever this tower is, if it's a job or if it's a relationship or if it's moving out of your family home, that you feel kind of stuck because it was giving you enough security, but it wasn't giving you enough growth opportunity. Okay, so sometimes it could be, for example, a job that's good, that you like, but there's no room for growth or no potential for growth. And you're kind of well, I'm kind of okay, but if you will never evolve if you stay at the status quo. And if you've sort of hit that ceiling, it's time to either bust through it or maybe move on to in a different direction. Okay, so I'm getting here, it's really important, this balance. The 6 of Pentacles is also remember, you have to give. Okay, you have to give in order to get. And maybe you're ready and you want to go, but I kind of get the feeling, Leo, you want your cake and to eat it too. And they're saying you can't have evolution and stay in the same place. Okay, it just doesn't work that way as much as we would love it to. So, there is a little bit of risk that needs to be taken, but, Spirit says, don't worry if you step off that cliff. The universe, it's a divine dance. We'll be here to catch you. You'll be just fine. All right, Leo? What you can learn from the outside world or from others, the 2 of Cups. This is awesome. This is 2s are all about making decisions, but this is definitely a divine union. And this is also you can trust yourself, and this is you can trust Spirit. Okay, to step out, take that risk, to go for it. Okay, you're being held back by something that you don't, that no longer serves you, and you're just afraid to move away from it. It's going to be fine if you leave it behind, whatever it is, if it's a person, if it's your family, if it's a home, if it's, whatever it is that you have to leave behind. Spirit's saying it's going to be just fine. Okay, because, what awaits you is love. And this is normally a soulmate card, or one of my twin flame or soulmate cards. All right, and I think, as much as I would love to read this as this is you're going to meet the partner of your dreams, your soulmate is coming, I'm not really seeing this. I'm seeing that what you learn is that that you can trust yourself, that you can balance. Remember how important balance is here. Also with the 6 of Pentacles, I want you to notice he's also on a cliff. So we also have this Fool on a cliff. So it's all about this risk taking. And Spirit says, Leo, take this risk. We have the new moon, which is going to be coming up on December 25th in Capricorn. But it's funny because we also have this full moon, and it kind of looks like an eclipse, which is happening at the same time. So that's going to be a really important time for you around December 25th, December 26th, that something is going to come to fruition for you. And what I'm seeing here is what you can learn from the outside world or from others is that everything is just going to be perfectly fine. You're going to find the balance. And I get that this is within, this Two of Cups is like, you're going to finally be able to trust, maybe you were overly reliant on your feminine energy, and your masculine energy is going to start picking up the slack, just like we have here, this really potent warrior. Okay, we've got some Cancer energy going on here as well, but he's able to manage the black and white and move them, make sure that they're moving together in tandem towards the same thing. And you're going to be surprised that within you can do that as well. You're also going to find that there's love all around you, okay? That there's love, with your friends and your family, and whatever this is that you're leaving behind, there was love there, but you're also going to find and encounter more love in the outside world as well. It's also, that's going to be up to you and how you're seeing situations and the decisions that you make, but Spirit wants you to know that there is love and that you will be loved. Leo, I love this because your projected outcome is you, is the Sun card. The Sun for me is always a Leo card. This is co-creation. Again, I love this. For some of you, it may be that you are manifesting a love relationship, and this is what's happening, and you guys finally get to stand in the sun together and create like a new and beautiful life. For a lot of you, though, I'm getting that this is like taking that risk, okay, and taking a new job or moving abroad, or whatever this aha moment was for you, whatever this message, this adventure that you're about to take. Okay, which can take many different forms. It's just going to be awesome, and it's going to make you feel so happy. It's going to make you feel playful and like a child again. For some of you, it may actually be the birth of a child, okay? For others of you, it's just going to be like this project that you're going to be co-creating either with somebody else, okay, or it's going to be with Spirit, and that union of you and your higher self and moving in the direction that you were meant to move in, and that is absolutely beautiful, Leo. So as you guys know, I'm in the Caribbean, so you're going to see a lot more of my mermaid oracle cards coming out in my daily readings, and then also in my monthly readings. But let's go ahead and ask for additional messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for the Gemini full moon. So let's see what the mermaids have to say for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for this Gemini full moon period. All right. The unseen. Yes, but I'm getting that you're too afraid. Like this is your fears. This is really interesting. And then Atlantis. Look, we've got the rooster crowing for you guys and everything. I love it. I think it slays me. It makes me laugh. I hope you guys appreciate it too. The unseen, too much is hidden from you. This is what's holding you back, okay? This is your fear. It's okay. Spirit is saying, this Fool card, remember we have two cliffs here. I feel like you're a little bit nervous because, you feel like you trust, but you feel like I'm not quite prepared for it, even though you know. The unseen, this is what's holding you back, okay? That's the message I'm getting, like really loud and clear. It's not that there is a lot that you can't see. You might not have experience with this person or in this country or doing this job, or everything is coming up and is brand new for you. But that shouldn't don't let it hold you back. Remember, Spirit says if you step off that cliff, you're going to be doing this divine dance and we're going to catch you. And remember, Archangel Michael is there. Okay, for some of you, you might be seeing blue orbs. You might hear the name Michael. I don't know, but some of you are definitely going to be like, oh yeah, okay, I totally know that because, I've gotten the signs and the synchronicities in dreams or whatever. But Archangel Michael is also guarding you throughout this time and on this journey. This is rapid development, excellence, and success, all right? So as long as you're willing to take the risk, this is what we're going to see. Now, this could be spiritual enlightenment. This could be success in a relationship, a marriage, or a pregnancy. It could also be with this new job. It's going to take you to so many different highs, and so many different, high points in your career. It could be health. It could be many different things. All right, but it's definitely success and it's rapid ascension. Then that's really cool, Leo. So additional messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Additional messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for this Gemini full moon reading. Envy. Interesting. Huh. Yeah, I'm getting, that's interesting. And strategy. Wow, very cool. All right, so First of all, I just want to note that you're getting 21 coming out, which is another 3 card, which we saw the 2 3s underneath your overall energy. That's all about expansion and growth. Now, remember what I was saying about the Prince of Wands? It's really important that you do have a strategy built in place, okay? So even if you do take the risk and you're ready to go, Spirit is saying, okay, but also pull back for a sec. All right, and really just pay attention to, make sure that you do have a strategy in place in case you have obstacles. Make sure that you have a little nest egg as well. If you need a little bit more time to build up a nest egg, because you might, for example, if this is a new job in a new country, you might not get paid for the first month or something like that. So make sure that you can cover your expenses so you don't totally crumble and freak out and it doesn't start off on a really bad note. I am getting here with this Envy card next to the Unseen, and with this Ace of Swords, Archangel Michael. It's really saying, there might be people who are really envious of your position or of your excellence, of your advancement, of your up-leveling, of your getting a raise or a promotion or whatever this move might be, or this relationship. So you just might have to be careful of, there might be some unseen envy going on. It might be coming from friends and family, but Archangel Michael is assuring me that that he's going to be taking care of all of that. That's not something you're going to have to worry about. Do note that it might exist. So if you're not quite understanding, Leo, why somebody's treating you a certain way or why you're getting a certain reaction, remember it might just be because they're really envious of this major awesome journey that you're going on. Okay, and so make sure that you do have some sort of strategy or plan in place, because the Prince of Wands can really crumble if he doesn't have that plan B or doesn't have a strategy. All right, so that's just that only little message that yes, you're strong, you're creative, you can go with the flow, you can handle most things that come your way. But because this is kind of new territory, do try to make sure that you do a little bit of planning there. But, the rapid development, excellence, and success is coming to you, Leos. So how awesome is that? This is a beautiful reading, Leos. So final message for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for the Gemini full moon period. Whoop, there we go. Communication. Number 33. I told you 3s were going to be really important here. What number is the strategy card? Yeah, that's a 3. And then we get 33. So remember, 3s are growth and expansion. So now you guys have 5 3s in this reading. Okay, it's a really good thing. It's all about collaboration. The Sun card is also about collaboration or co-creation. Again, this could be with spirit. It could be, it could be just, with family members or maybe whatever. Maybe you're starting a new business. Yep, that rooster's crowing for you and saying, yes, ma'am, you're on the right track. Communication is really important. Okay, so make sure that you stay in touch, with those. Remember, just if you're leaving someone behind and you're worried about family and that sort of thing, provided it's not some sort of toxic ex or something like that, that communication, is always there. So if you're worried about leaving and being away from them physically, there's so much technology out there that you can communicate with them daily and feel like you're still there. Meanwhile, you do what you're supposed to be doing. Communication is also, this is paramount during this Gemini full moon period. Remember, you're going to be getting lots and lots of information, some of it true, some of it false, some of it half-truths. So do be discerning when you're interpreting the messages that you're getting. Again, you might be getting messages from somebody that are really hurtful or that, don't sit well with you. Do remember to look. There might be things going on that you don't quite understand. Again, they might be really jealous of your position or this ascension or this success that you are having and that they're seeing you have. All right, Leos, what an amazing reading. I love you guys. Please give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment and share if that's something that you guys like to do. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. I love you and thank you for listening.